Hello guys, hope you're having a great weekend. It's Joel here at Trading Group 101, and today we're going to be having an update on the crypto market. Looking into an update on our last video from where we last posted about Bitcoin and generally the cryptocurrency market, about buying the dip, looking to see which coins were the best ones for us to select and to take forward. So we're just going to be doing a little bit of an update on that and having a look at where is the market right now, and having already taken those positions, what can we be doing now going forward over the next couple of weeks or a couple of months, on our positioning and what options that we've got. So first and foremost, we'll have a look at Bitcoin, because of course Bitcoin is the king of the market and is really dictates where the rest of the cryptocurrency market goes. And as you can currently see, we are trading above 40,000 now, and first time since the last time since kind of the end of January now. So it's been quite a significant drop, obviously, off the highs, and we still have a long way to go to get back up to the highs, but it certainly is encouraging to get back above that 40,000 figure. Now, you will see some of the levels that we've got already marked on our chart. They show the significant key levels in the market right now. So I can extend that across a little bit further. And you can already see that we are approaching and have already tapped into this blue line here just above 41,000. Okay. So this level here is 41,600. And you can already see it's posing quite a significant level of resistance. At least initial resistance, and we'll see how that kind of progresses, and we'll go into that in a little bit more detail in a moment. We still have the support here on the weekly levels that we last visited back at 30k. They haven't been tapped in this dip so far, and it's not guaranteed that they will do, but certainly is, you know, within reach, of course, if this bearish trend does continue. Now, above and beyond that, if we do break through this blue line and break above 41,600 level, then I think the next level that we need to really start clearing is probably not going to be this green area. I'd probably more focus on the 4,900. Okay, so 49,000 is going to be the key level for us to then look at. And probably for the meantime, that's what I'm going to be focusing on. And they're going to be the three areas that I'm really focusing on. Of course, this purple region here, just above 38,000, that is going to be probably the area that I'll focus on the most, because I do expect us to kind of come back into that region as a level of support. If this level at 41,600 does cause a little bit of a level of resistance and does start to push back on price, as it is currently doing, when we look down into the 4-hour level, you can really see that a lot clearer. If we look at this here, you can see already we've had, after that bullish run into the price, we've had 1, 2, 3 wicks through the price, and as we currently stand, the 4-hour candle is printing a bearish engulfing candle as we currently speak. Nothing to be too concerned about though, having looked at that. Now, what I want to do is, I think that if we do start to propel the price from here, then I think that this will act as our first line of support, and would be quite a healthy natural support as well. As long as we bounce from this, then that would easily set up the second leg to move above this 41,500, 41,600 region. All right, so let's have a look into our EMAs and also have a look into some of the volume, as this gives us a key decision about some of the levels that we can actually start to target. I'm going to go back onto the weekly, okay, and have a look at this first of all on the weekly, where these EMAs are landing at the moment. And of course, with where this blue line is, sort of, first of all, this 41,600 level, our EMAs are probably just above that as it currently stands. So it gives us a little bit of room to the upside before we need to start challenging the EMAs. Now, it is in a bearish crossover position there. So that does give you an indication that, at least for the meantime, that there is going to certainly not be easy sailing just to fly back above these levels unless anything fundamentally changes. Now, when we do look though at the daily, we're currently just about seeing these cross back over into a bullish position. So with these crossing over into a bullish position, that would be quite natural for now the price market to just retest those or retest this purple region here on the daily. Okay, so it gives us a good indication that that is quite likely, and it would be quite natural and certainly wouldn't be anything to be concerned about. And with those on the daily crossing back over into a bullish position, first time this year that they have been, that will be significant for the market and will certainly give a little bit more confidence to the bulls in the market. So finally, I've got volume on there, and what we want to now have a look at is this whole period along here has been in quite a significant low volume region, really, comparatively to where we've seen the volume spikes. And you can see once that has come back into this region, that main spike in volume is where we've picked up lots and lots of orders, lots of battles for buys and sells as we've pushed lower, lots and lots of people buying the dip and everything else, which was said. And that's what kind of brought us into where we are now. You can see that's where we released our latest video, just to kind of timestamp that. And now we've seen a bullish push on volume, higher volume than the previous 2 days, push higher on higher volume. So that's positive for you. It gives you an indication that there is significant volume behind that move. Okay, so we'll just remove that for now just to keep things nice and clean. And as we move down into the 4 hours, of where things currently stand, and the EMAs for the 4 hour, very nice in a bullish position, so wouldn't be any concern whatsoever to start testing either one of these. And as long as they're a successful test, then start to bounce back off them, it's going to be quite a positive positioning for the trade. Now, that kind of sums up where we are currently for Bitcoin. And just to summarize, really, probably eyes as it currently stands going to be on both this blue line, 41,600, 41,500 area. Does it act as a significant level of resistance, having retested now the levels that we last found support before it broke? So it's the first retest really since this significant break on January 20th, 21st. If that is a successful retest and it kind of just bounced back, then the first line of defense is going to be the daily EMAs and this 39 to 38,000 figure. Okay, now what I want to do, pull up this list that we were looking at last time, and this is the region of where we were last looking at. And as you remember, the video went out on 25th of January. So just as a summary of and what we basically said in that video is that you can look to buy any one of these coins and you're going to be in a good position significantly. And overall, the cryptocurrency market responding pretty well. You can see that was the level of support that we'd outlined last time. And you can already see it's bounced significantly off that level. Okay, so we picked that up on January 25th. And the significant thing is that the entire cryptocurrency market is gaining market cap. And since then, it's been quite a successful push. So when you look at that chart in its entirety, given the fact of all of 2021 and obviously some of 2020, we are in very bullish positions. And as you can see again on the daily, nearly pushing a dangerous crossover here to bullish positions, which is the first time since going back to Christmas Day. And that's pretty much the same story as what we've seen across the entire cryptocurrency space. All right. Now, the general picture is going to start repeating itself, but you can clearly see levels of support that we were outlining in that last video are holding. And we just simply need to now look into, I think it's probably fair to say that we're looking positively from these regions upwards. As long as we look at, I mean, in terms of Tezos, it's had a fantastic bounce off this region, probably done the best out of some of the coins that we were foreseeing. And I mean, we've had near 50%, 45% bounce from these lows. Fundamentally as well, I'm aware that actually Tezos has had a really good partnership with Man United Football Club. recently. That's something that's been announced in the last couple of days. So really, really positive on that side of things fundamentally, and some partnerships that they're making on the enterprise side of things. Uniswap not really done too much, but certainly held its support. OMG coin, mediocre, and Compound MakerDAO looking quite positive. This is one that I'd outlined as one of my favorites as a potential buy. So it looks quite positive with things where they are at the moment. Not looking to break down every single one of these coins. It's just a bit of an update on where we're seeing strength in the market. And it's fair to say probably the majority of all of these coins that we've outlined are gaining a lot of strength. You can already see here, we are making now a test on SushiSwap of the 18 EMA. So as it currently stands here on the daily, it does look like we're rejecting that. So again, just ties into the general perspective where we might have a little bit of a breather in the market, but that's certainly not going to be anything to concern ourselves with. XDM and looking for a bullish crossover there, and we've broken above those EMAs, so quite a positive sign. FET, and again, looks like we're bouncing off that 18 EMA, and Cardano bounced above, but still acting as a little bit of support, resistance, sorry. As we look at Polkadot, painting a very similar price action story. All of these coins had a little bit of bounce over the last couple of days, and probably going to look to take a little bit of a breather before the second leg up, and that's what I'm interested in. It's, any coins can bounce on, a good day or two, but what we really want to start seeing now is the strength in this market to confirm that we've seen a bottom, at least a mid-term bottom, and we want to now see a bounce and a second leg up. And if we see that, then I'm going to be a lot more excited about what's to come. Final thing I just wanted to kind of point out here is on Bitcoin, we have got somewhat of a trend line that has been broken with the last couple of days price action. We've kind of outlined some of these areas here that you can really take the tops of these wicks, and obviously it's quite subjective wherever you draw any sort of trend line, but regardless of where you draw it, we're breaking above that, and it adds another confluence. If we were to come back and retest these regions, quite likely you're going to be retesting that trend line from the upside as well. So quite a few things there just to take in. Feel free to go back, rewatch this video, but it gives a good update on where we are currently. And as I say, that most important thing that we now want to start seeing, we're not concerned about taking a breather for a day or two from this initial push up, from this impulse move up. But the key thing will be a second drive. If we start seeing a second drive creating new highs, higher highs on the previous one, then that's going to be really, really positive. And I'll be a lot more confident going into the first quarter, second quarter of 2022 with very positive positions having gained over the last few weeks. Any questions that you've got, feel free to post them in the comments below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we will obviously keep you updated with how this move is progressing.